What are my people? How you guys doing? So today I've got a photo shoot today with a client, and I'm so excited about this photo shoot today. So I just want to share some tips with you guys on how you can get, a good photos, good video on location. So today we're talking about location shoot and things that you need to do before, during the shoot, and after the shoot. But let's start with defining what a location shoot is. Now, location shoot is that particular shoot that is not taking place in your own studio or in your own premises. It is not taking place in your own domain, whatever the way you want to define it. However, it is happening in the client domain, location, and premises. It could be in the client's house, it could be in the client's office, it could be in the client premises, it could be outdoor, but it's the client domain basically. Or it could be a place whereby you and the client agreed upon and you come together to do it, but it's not where you will probably normally shoot or normally film in. So that is a location shoot. Now so what is now important is that the first thing that you need to do is to understand your client need. Why is your client doing this photo shoot? Why do they want them to film you? And what do they want to achieve with this? And what are they looking for? What would be a success to them? What would be a good picture to them? What would be a good video, final edited video to them? And like, what did that video intend to achieve? So you need to understand these things. And the way to understand is to be able to set up a meeting with your client. It could be over a Zoom call. It could be physically, maybe you just grab a cup of coffee together and sit down together. But if you cannot do that, the client is probably far from you or both of you are busy, you can do it over a Zoom call. But you need to understand why and what they need it for. And also you need to understand time frame when you need it. And then you need to set up a date and time that both of you will agreed upon and is best suitable for both of you as well. So for me, the second thing that is very important is your location. So where are you going to be doing this? I mean, where? It could be in a house, it could be, in an office space, it could be, depending on what the situation, it could be outdoor. The reason why you want to know where this location is because you want to know that place so that you can bring the right gear. Using the right tool for the right job is very critical. So understanding where the location is so that you can bring the right equipment for you is very important. I've been in a situation whereby I took so many gears to it, but because I don't know where the location is, and I just took so many things and I didn't bring the most important thing that I needed. So I learned from that in the early stages. So if I'm shooting outdoor, I know there are things that I have to bring, like ND filter, like I bring my screen along, I bring my light along. If I'm shooting in the studio, I probably most of the time do not need an ND filter, but I know I need to make sure that there's light there, and I know I need the right backdrop, making sure things are there, and also things that I need to bring if they're not there, if I need to buy stuff, make sure those things are bought. Now, the third thing that is very important is also to make sure you plan your journey. Like, I'm going on a location shoot today, and then I've planned my journey. I've checked the train. I've made sure that there's no engineering work where I'm going. I know I'm not going to be having any train delays and stuff like that. That is very important, because if you're going on a location shoot and you get late to where you're going, or maybe there's a problem on the road and you couldn't get there on time. Now you not only lost time, now you've lost a client, and your client will be pissed off. You don't want your client to be waiting for you and you're saying, oh, it's because there was a traffic or there was this. You should plan your journey ahead, and you should be able to know what you're doing. Now the fourth thing, I think I'm on the fourth thing now, that is very important, is to get there on time and make sure you're not late. Is very, very important. Get there. And when you get there, introduce yourself, share one or two words, let them understand what you're doing, how you plan to do the shoot, step by step, what you require from them, what you will be doing, and just make them feel relaxed. Now, the fifth thing is making sure that they are happy on the day with the shoot. Like, when you're done with the shoot, they understood, oh, this is it now, and then allow them, if it's possible. In some cases, it's not possible. But if it's possible for them to select the images that they want in terms of photos, I've done cases whereby selected photos for clients, and they just came back to me and said, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, can I see the rest of them? And I thought those were the best pictures, but for them it wasn't. So you need to realize if you can have a mechanism or a system in place that allows them to select the few photos themselves, that will give you a better result and you will not waste your time and all that. Once that is done, the next thing is to make sure that you deliver on time according to the time frame that you both agreed upon. If you've agreed on 10 days to deliver the video, yeah, make sure it's on or before that 10 days. If it is photos and you've given them 3 to 4 days, make sure it's on or before those 3 days, because all these things matters a lot. Not just about getting the job or getting here on time, but also your delivery pattern, because people often feel like, oh, they will have the money now, so now they are behaving like this, they can just decide not to give me a photo on time or to be saying no, sorry and all this. You want it to be professional, and so do not promise. So during your negotiation, if you know that you cannot get it done within 10 days, don't give them 10 days. Extend it a little bit, give yourself some leeway or some room to be able to deliver the work. And for me, I think these are the things that is very important when you are doing a location shoot. Let me know what I've omitted. Maybe there's 1 or 2 things that you might want to add to what I've said. Leave it also in the comment below. So like I said, today you guys have followed me on this journey. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys on this journey as I get on the train, move to within different stations, and I'll be able to show you a little bit of the behind the scene of the shoot itself. And finally, hopefully you guys will be able to see some final images or raw images as well, because sometimes I like to just share the raw images before even the edit is way. So okay guys, it's time to pack everything right now and get on my way. So right, let's go. So here are a few things you can do to get the best out of a photo shoot, especially when you're shooting in a studio or in a tight space. Now the first thing that I do is to make sure the placement of my light is where I want them to be, and I love this 2-light setup. The second thing is to engage my model or my client in the photo shoot, show them what I want to do by showing them a mood board or pictures, and make sure that they are happy with those pictures and they are willing to do them. The last thing is to also make sure that I encourage them and I say, well done. Let's see some of the pictures that we took. When you're shooting outdoor, it's slightly different. So most of the time I'm shooting outdoor, I bring my screen with me. So the screen is like a diffuser that diffuses the light, because we're shooting under a 33 degrees Celsius in this particular shoot. So because I don't have my screen with me, I decided to put my model under the shade, under the tree, so that it would diffuse the light like that, and the light will be able to lit her from the front. And not only that, the sun will be able to backlit her, and we're able to get some amazing result from this particular shoot. Now let's see some of those pictures that we took.